Hello everyone, welcome to Shangfa YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. In today's update, we are going to look at President Salva Kiir Mayardit third trip to the United Arab Emirates this year. And second report, we are going to talk about the worsening insecurity across the country. And third, the growing humanitarian crisis affecting a million of people. And fourth, we're going to talk about a major military defection story from Nyirol County and the SPLA-IO response to that report. Please, before we begin with this top story, help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. President Salva Kiir Mayardit has traveled to the United Arab Emirates for the third time this year, continuing effort to build a stronger international partnership. According to the representative or the presidential office, the visit aimed to attract foreign investment in agriculture, energy, and infrastructure. However, critics argue that while such diplomatic missions are important, the government must ensure that these visits translate into concrete result of the citizen, not just meeting and photos. The country needs a real outcome, job, road, electricity, not just promises. Diplomacy must go hand in hand with reform at home. Many South Sudanese are still waiting to see while to see visible improvement from past agreement. The question remains, will this trip finally deliver something new to South Sudanese people? Let's take a look at the worsening insecurity within South Sudan. A new report from the reconstituted Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission, RJMAC, revealed a worrying surge in violence across South Sudan between July and September. Army clashes involving signatories of the 2018 peace agreement have been reported in several states, including Upper Nile, Warrap, and Jonglei state. Peace monitors say insecurity has made it nearly impossible, for peace to take place. They say that it really makes it impossible to verify ceasefire violation in many areas, raising fear that the peace process is losing momentum. And we keep hearing peace on the radio, but here we are still running for safety. The delay in implementing security arrangements such as the unification of forces arrangement and disarmament remain one of the biggest challenges facing the peace process within South Sudan. The humanitarian crisis within South Sudan. According to the report, the United Nations said 9.3 million people in South Sudan are in urgent need of humanitarian assistance. Flood, hunger, and economic collapse have left millions displaced, particularly in Jonglei and Unity State. The humanitarian workers said families are living under tree with no food or shelter. The situation is desperate. Meanwhile, the economy continued to crumble. Inflation has soared close to 100%, and the South Sudanese front continued to weaken civil servants, including teachers and soldiers, go months without salaries. Despite the hardship, communities remain hopeful for stability and recovery, if only peace can all. Well, in a major development, 11,000 SPLA-IO forces defected to SSPDF. Let's look at this story. Please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let us start with this. In a major development, the South Sudan People Defense Forces (SSPDF) has announced that more than 11,000 SPLA-IO soldiers and organized forces have defected to the government side in Nyirol County in Jonglei State. The announcement was made by Major General Lul Reikong, the SSPDF, South Sudan People Defense Forces spokesperson, who praised the decision and as a bold move toward peace and unity. According to the statement, Major General Peter Gatkek Tolshek commander of Brigadier 1 Sector 3 led 6,100 officers and soldiers in renouncing rebellion and pledging loyalty to President Salva Kiir Mayardit. The same report say Lieutenant General Kirkai Q also defected with 5,400 members of the organized force, including personnel from the police, prison, wildlife, and 300 officers from the National Security Service under Colonel Malang Yolreal. The declaration was made in Pulturuk village, Pulturuk Payam, Nyirol County. SSPDF say this move effectively restore government control over Pading headquarters, Nyambur and Riang. The Army Command also commended Honorable James Bull Makwe, Commissioner of Nyirol County, for his persuasive role in encouraging the forces to rejoin the National Army under Salva Kiir Mayardit. The SPLA-IO responded to this defection claim. However, SPLA-IO has rejected a report of the alleged defection in Nyirol County and Western Bargazal. In a statement dated October 25, 2025, Colonel Lampol Gabriel, the SPLA-IO spokesperson, said his office will not make any immediate response due to the sensitivity of the issue. He clarified that there are no written or recorded statements from any of the officers claimed to have defected to the South Sudan People Defense Force or SSPDF. The SPLA-IO leadership has therefore launched consultation and investigation to verify what actually happened. Colonel Lam Gabriel stated, and I quote, "Consultation and investigation are underway to find out the real truth." Analysts say the conflicting statement between the SSPDF and SPLA-IO highlight the deep mistrust that still exists within the peace process. If confirmed, the defection would represent one of the largest shifts in military allegiances since 2018, potentially altering the security balance in Jonglei State. Whether these troops truly change side or not, it shows that division and uncertainty remain inside the army forces. What South Sudan needs now is not more defection, but reconciliation and integration of forces. This story reminds us of the challenges and opportunities facing South Sudan as a country, from diplomacy abroad to security at home, and from humanitarian crisis to shifting military loyalties. The country stands at a defining moment. Peace is not just the absence of war, it is just good governance and shared progress for all citizens. Thank you for joining us on Shanghai News. If you are new here, please help the channel by subscribing. Jo ban ling gwa same bana je nyok miling kona ka tung nas ka ta dan shalat ke je report ling kona me re which ka South Sudan bana je to ka lera nyam dan de kona ling te kon ka le dang wan men yam akwi sal ke me yadit ka ta dan shalat gen wo jen che jien che o United Arab Emirates ka jen shangan walle nyok bana right ka ta insecurity ka re which ka South Sudan ke do badan te rol te tin ka je kan ta jala ke jen go ji humanitarian wa kan chi ne tung wanung chi kan la do chi ku chu te chok million ne re ka South Sudan anyok ban right ka man jag dien go che te kan ne shala no shit ya kan Nyirol County ka jongle ka kuma SPLA-IO chi kan wo ka kuma ma right ke kil ma yadit jawon yam keler nyam ban lingwa same kwisal pake me yadi chala do jen shawka United Arab Emirates alaramimo wa jen wen diode ko bo ko United Arab Emirates wa che wore wichin binami ko gore jen wo de kan wora ke kume men ke jalamni ka Dubai alo de kan ta dana de kan tamar ke je ala international partnership de kan wata nyre wichin binami ka jom chala gwa same natin content ka muktab dung president nikim yadit yara do doba jen ka je wojen be foreign investment ki ne kono dong de ben invest ka South Sudan chit ke investory wa bo ra ke ko jen be economy be jaka mo gwa cha jo mo cha jo kwen mara dien gwa se me cha mission me cha la jor bone ne diala no and diplomatic mission la na wore which ka United Arab Emirates mera an mission bol mel chewe tel mishalat no mishanen la tanye bol menyo do te mi shaolat la citizen e kani ngu mila na we wona dol la kan lan jen wo dong na me dol jen kan o gor ko ba na tor ke turni chi o dong ba te ka mal mi ba nong re wi ke South Sudan chi kala do shi na dia ko ba na tur kan o ba roi ne ba kalat ko gwa me shuje gwan mi mo tele dup to ko ri chalat no tele dwel to go ri chalat tele let bo re wi ke South Sudan ka tele yo to won ke jene tala na jen ga jona ka United Arab Emirates ke je anetin kon la ji wuch kanen titi de ne dial de kan man gwa ci kan o jigde kan bana let ke de ne wo jen cha mo gwa mo cha jalat ne ti ngware wi ka South Sudan lip kan ni medong de latte George but ci ku me kem yadi chata to chakalat wana me kem le ro so man bi ngai gwa se me ci sempe kem yadi shawere wucha ka United Arab Emirates ko bo rai kan editi ko dong te mo gwa mo gore no de let ka we de take a right Michalat Guasem reconstituted Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission. Natin content kwa mal kwa jigwitin wika South Sudan chika rajin wone ne kadi en tamchine ngaji no sha ceasefire chaja violate ke chaja yara kuma ndangro kuma SPLA-IO kana kuma SSPDF male da ne sha tan karon kin dangre wal badak no chikan jomo chikana la chikala ro kan written content cha yara long adora shal kamo e warap kan apanal ke jongle no kan wi ti kan wi tin content cha yar long tin ti mal mo ti jektin ka jodan ti kalat ti kalat do ne peace monitor ti kalat do insecurity to re wi ka South Sudan gwasme jaga mal ko ti britin ka jaga ceasefire ko cha ji bulot ne dial so ti kan jo mo ti kan kwen ti citizen kala do ne la ne ling ni jeno te ga mal mlat ka radio ne batel mal mi ping gwad dana tin atikitin ka jodan ti kan lat kan tel mi shale mal kan mal gwano de jalat ko dong bala dan je lora bang ke bukor bu ben ke bukor bertin ke bana bu lutin ken me cha de chol no e mal ko ne meni couragean bel ken ne to contin la international community ko ken ne ko dong we ken de mal der ben bat ngode jakan mal ko be delay do bana ko mal ko delay ke je do bana la kume SPLA-IO la ka ma ke je ke bu kume SPLA-IO be ka respond ka tam ge je no ne me jak male da ne cha ta ke 20 peace agreement ko be la mi ne me meten Jordan gwasa me bana right ka kwiji humanitarian crisis ta dan chala regiono wacho jere bana ro re wika South Sudan ke report me chala de United Nation chikala do ne 9.3 million people wacho kan tamare wika South Sudan ne de ti wa gorken ji humanitarian aid and wode kan kwande kan kamke bana mo chala do no kwan bo teleja ne di altum wacho na re wika South Sudan 9.3 million people to shoot wacha ga daga nyoch chaga daga bot kan bo sin kon mi ganda na ci jere wi ko South Sudan chaga dak cer ma ngay kon dial no ti dial ti de gari ka bat telem le rode chawji humanitarian work panken wa chuken no kati kan ne dial no de na de karin palping do bran de mal der bin ka ja ko mi mal mi ben by the way ade kon der to wana chakula do ntame kwa bo chen chaw na ka bon mutu do titin wa de do bi ndi ten chana no go de ka ja so cha jo mo cha jo kwen na me de yan len ka ta da na chalat ke je wi ka South Sudan lere jagwaseme chala no shi ne ti chop ke kin wal kel ko kuma SPLA-IO shi ka tiya shi kanu ka kuma kirmi yadit kami chala do chi to re wika South Sudan shi South Sudan People Event Force ala dini SSPDF shi kala do ne shi ne ti chop ke kin wal kel dini SPLA-IO shi ka tiya shi ko kuma SSPDF kan de to tiya kan dora chal ke Nyirol kan ti ka jongle state shi ka tiya kan kin dang wal kel ke report dan shalat gwaseme wude shalka me lul rekong che jo me che jalat cha non ske che statement che jalat do ne en Major General lul rekong ajene ne chukuma SPDF shikan la no shikan ne di shok kin dan welkel ko kuma SPLA-IO shikan ka lor tiche tiai ko kuma SPLA-IO kin dan welkel ka jo me chala da Major General lul rekong gwa me jene shikan jo shikan link wude shalke Major General Peter Gatke Tolshek Ramamo waje Ramadan chitiai ke Ramadan chitiai ke ne ri choke kin dan bakal wido korkel la 6100 officer kane ti tini wa kane ti chitiai ka kuma SPLA-IO ti lallo yalka dakang macharata me chika lallo yalka self kimi yadi ka jodan en chika la report money a report dien chalat gwasa me chalat wone ne jetakarat ramkel do dien michi tiaiba ramamo chale Lieutenant General Ker Kaigel jen na wacha Defect ke dini chop ke kin dang deju ku dang wan ke dini ku dang dej din kin dang deju ku dang wan wa ke dini SPLA-IO ka cha nyo ti ai bo ke di ni ti chop ko dang dok la officer te tere kuma ka National Security Service te la SPLA-IO kandial pin wudu ma chal ka kul na malang yol real cha jo me cha jalat gwada dan yana ti ai tin wa la ka je ka Pulturuk village ka Pulturuk payam ka Nyirol county SSPDF chikala nuone me chi loina tete de lunka do badana chi na mo charo to ko je ko chi SPLA-IO riudi ndi ala chi ka ti ai ka jo ran chikana lat na me ami chala da ken anu shi panding headquarter metere we kan nyambor kare kaneriang chikala do ne ken dia chikati achi ko kum SSPDF ka taran chikala keje kaga ji SPLA-IO chiramdan la army command ki ramdan la mela rach honorable James Bol Makwe a commissioner dung Nyirol county chala do ne na chinedi ti chikati ala to ka jeni che confirmed ka chika national army chikane join ke chigor ka kum SSPDF na me mi kan lat but gwasa me te ga joma cha kulan me da gwano de yana de shiramadan ala SPLA-IO spokesperson no Lampol Gabriel chela do na me e kach chi tok no chela do kane te kon lat kan wo chiti ay Nyirol county kane western bargazal chela do na ke statement sha me ne ka jen October 25 la chang ndang ru ji ka pai woro ki ndang ro jen ndang ru di chela do mi kana me kana kon ngai ke kana kon chup manene tin kontin chiti ay panken tele statement mi kana me kana mani la rama goramo ne nyod jeno la na kach ka che to ka jodan chalat men chalat lure kongwas meni jan gor jeno ne tin konin chiti ay de kan statement de kan me kala ken de ko ngaji no ken chigati ay de no dong ba la ne je general lure kongram dan la spokesperson ko kuma SSPDF ta jala no mo Lampol Gabriel no meni che tok en chala do chen statement chen be mek amenemi shi SPLA-IO chicken statement chicken magnetic content la do chiti ay ko kan statement kana je ki ler ki report ke quarter chen statement chen be mek chilam Paul Gabriel che jo mo che jala de no jo me amle ro den tam me de kon diala ngach ki chi to so gwada many man chala da analysis chilo din che jada longa tit ko lat ko rodien no tiai na una kujime kana kujime lat kana wona me wo bete ko ron wan to body lat rewi ke so that a report an gor no de yan lingana me ami jiram jiri gwasa me ka no ka chang fa YouTube channel gor jen o jen deri subscribe ko deri je support de notification bar de je twan ko mi tete mi bare de chwa mala shi buga jika pat an ban chwa gwada me biata mal